ready to fight with every step. I'm picking the way. A force of nature, here to stay.
Introduce the one, yo, it's me. Living life boldly, wide and free. I'm the spark.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, lizards and frogs, and bumps on the logs. It's your boy Eddie Steady 214, and we are back 22. This is Eddie's World. What's up? It's your boy Eddie Steady 214, and we are back. And this is Eddie's World. Let's get started.
I'm the king of this game, no contest to win. From the streets where my roots run deep and green. No one can touch me, I'm the top dog tonight. My moves so smooth, like a classic record spin. I'm the top dog, no second best. In my lane, I'm the one who gets the rest. Punchy drums, vinyl samples, classic beat. I'm on top, no need for a repeat. Through the rain and shine, I stay on point. Authentic, true to myself, no fakes in sight. I've earned every inch, every step I
come to people around the music industry and be like, you guys, you're letting your niggers get out of hand. Oh my God, that Kanye. Would somebody take a knee for it? Where's he out of there? See, that's the problem. You let them last too long. In our league, they're for 2 years, 3 years, they're out of there. We deal with, we got Tom Brady, he's great. We made Mahomes throw that fucking Super Bowl, so Tom could get his 7th ring and shit. But you guys at the music industry, you got to do, start getting smaller artists and put them on. We're going to set you up. We're going to take Rolling Loud. We're going to connect them with Live Nation. And then we're going to get a bunch of small artists. And then, you'll be able to make your money off of that. And then, if we take, Cardi's doing good, we'll make them take the blue pill. We'll have them rap about Skims. And then mention Northwest. We love Northwest. Kanye, don't worry about him. He's a lunatic. Don't worry about him. Does any of that sound right or sound accurate to you?
Yeah, if you look, it does seem like I don't know if it's that control, but you could see.
Wait a second. You don't think you can see my eyes through the mask right there? You don't know if it's that control.
All right, we here. Episode 22. We got a couple of things to talk about. And cool week. First off, how was your week? Mine was cool. Everything was good. Same old. Work was smooth. Everything good. Nothing to complain about there. I enjoyed this week. It was cool. But let's start off, going to get things started with the topic at hand. That boy Kanye, man. My thoughts on this interview with academics. First off, I'm thankful for it. kind of out of nowhere. But my initial thoughts right off the top is this interview is trolling. He had this young man come out to his hotel, and he just said a bunch of nothing, said a bunch of nothing. And what I got from it was, it's got to be something up his sleeve. Dude got to have some kind of album coming out or something. A lot of that, what he was saying, is some of the same stuff. Kind of a live wire. Just throwing anything out there. F this person, F that person. Trying to go viral. It's going to go viral. Ain't no trying to. Dude know what he doing. Dude is methodical. Like he think it out before he do something. He definitely got some up his sleeve. I don't know if it's some kind of clothing deal or music or something, but he definitely got some up his sleeve. And that's what this stemmed from. And I think plan is in motion. Whatever he got up his sleeve, it'll work. Dude was saying a lot of nothing, but at the same time, he was saying, you really decode it and look, he was saying some things in there, but for the most part, he was saying a bunch of nothing. But one thing, I hope he get back in that studio and make some music, because one thing you can't hold back, his dude is a musical genius, and he put out that fire. So get back in the studio, and I hope you're working on your next 4 albums in the next 2 years. 4 albums in 2 years, that would be good from you right now. Forget about all the politics, all the other stuff on your mind, and just get what you're known for doing. What does everybody know you for? What makes you who you are at this point? Music. Put out good music. Change the world like that. Moving on. Another big topic. I made a video on this through the week about that young man who went to a job interview, trying to do the right thing. Went to a job interview, trying to provide for his kids. And he tried to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He figured, let me go to this interview. I take my kids to this McDonald's, let them play at the playground while I go to this interview. That's cool and all, but you got to really think stuff through. I'm not trying to bash the young man at all. That's why I'm saying it, putting the words the way I am. I'm going to say it like, saying it the way I'm saying it. But you got to really think things through. And dude was 24 years old. I get it. I've been that age before. At the same time, I've been there in that same situation where I wanted to do something, interview, what have you. And my kids is with me. And I'm like, dang, I need a babysitter. And I don't have one. And at that point, you just got to chunk it up. You got to miss that interview. It is what it is. But let this be a lesson to all the youngsters out there. I know I got a few people, this subscribers this young, they watch this, that may see this video. Hey, youngster, if you got a situation or you got to make a decision to where you taking a shortcut, like you can do it this way or this way, think it out. Think it all the way through. Because if you don't, you make that wrong decision, you can end up just like this gentleman right here. You got 3 kids. They in your responsibility. They're yours. Nobody else's responsibility but yours. And if you got some real business to tend to, we talking an interview, something that could bring you some money. You got to really think this through before you leave them at a public place. I don't care if it is at a McDonald's playground. Before you leave them at this public place, you got to really think this through. because while you taking care of this business, an interview can last 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes longer, but really 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how long you gotta wait. Once you get in those doors and the interview started, no more than 30 minutes. And but anything can happen in that 30 minutes though. And that's a big responsibility you just left on. The kids' ages was 10, 6, and 1. That's a huge responsibility you leaving on that 10-year-old to look after a 1-year-old. They at the playground, they want to play. No, it's just a consequence if I do this type of stuff, and you can't do that. Dude had to learn the hard way. There is a GoFundMe for the guy. I know I should put that picture on there. You could look this guy up if you wanted to donate to him. Dude's name. Hold on, let me tell you his name real quick. I could tell you his name real quick. If you want to donate to that gentleman. Because they got the GoFundMe up. And I think this happened back on like March 22nd. So it's about a weekend. Dude may be out of jail by now. Chris Lewis. Young Drive in Augusta. 24-year-old in Augusta. But yeah, he left 1, 6, and 10 unattended at a McDonald's inside playground while he attended a job interview nearby. And one of the good things out of this was it was an interview. But at the same time, it really don't matter what it was for. You can't leave these kids. That's just something you're going to have to reschedule. I know you don't want to leave your kids in the possession of anybody, but if you don't have no babysitter that's trustworthy, then you would have to let this go. Like you would have to let this interview go. And youngsters, this is why. Because if you do decide to do a move like this, it's very risky. And while you are in there doing your interview, and you come back to this McDonald's and your kids ain't there, your heart gonna drop. You're gonna feel like, where they at? And then you go in and ask the people, they don't know. But then too, I was thinking to myself, why didn't you just ask the manager and tell the manager? So that way, if any customer like, oh, who are those kids in there playing? The manager know. They could say, oh, well, the dad will be right back. He in the restroom or something. You know what I mean? But that's on the young man also. If you're going to leave next door to take care of some business by being an interview, something that is important, let somebody know in the McDonald's. There's no way that a customer should be like, hey, who are those kids? And don't nobody know. A Karen. This Karen wondering who the kids is. Somebody should have been able to tell them, hey, they daddy in the bathroom. He'll be out in a minute. Something, you know. That's all I can say about this story. And for you youngsters, this anybody looking this young, 24 and under, or even, over 24, finna be, up to 30s and under 35. Don't leave your kids in public. I don't care if it's somewhere at a Six Flags. You can't leave your kids in public. You really can't. Just because of that feeling you get when they not there when you come back. And that worry you had to put up with. You know, this reminds me of a story at Six Flags. I had membership Six Flags. That for a while, that was the thing that I take my kids to every weekend. We do the Six Flags thing, walk around, eat, get on rides. And one day, I'm so thankful that, you know, Six Flags has that lost and found. It's been numerous times that kids get out of hand, get out of my sight. Next thing you know, they gone. Because it don't take long before Six Flags worker will see a kid and say, "Hey, where your parents at?" "Oh, I don't know." They'll say, "Come with me," and take them to the lost and found. And so if your kids is anytime missing, you know to go to that lost and found part, and that's where they're gonna be playing some kind of video game or playing with toys in there. So when you come get them, they're gonna be happy. They may not even want to leave. But yeah, that was real cool. Something I had to throw out there. But yeah, don't ever leave your kids unattended. If you ain't got no babysitter, you just gonna have to chunk up what you want to do. Because they know this will tell you the reaction, the consequences you can get for doing this. That's the reason for not even doing it at all. If the reward, you know, the risk is way higher than the reward at this point. You getting a job, okay, but you look at the other side of the thing, okay, you finna go to jail, and now you even far from getting a job. So hopefully somebody see this who's in position can get this young man a job in that area or around that, you know what I mean, around that way, that sees this, you know, maybe he can benefit from this. Because like I say, sometimes trying to take the shortcut, it can give you the longer distance to the destination you're trying to go to. And life is all about decisions. And when you make the wrong ones, you got to bite the bullet. It feels good when you make the right decision. Everything goes good. But when you don't, you got to take the embarrassment and what comes with not making the right decisions. This is one of those. So hiccups to that young man. Hopefully he get it right. And he learned from this. And hopefully he don't get his kids taken from him. Moving on. Another story we had this week. Mo3, Yella Beezy situation. The shooters, they coming forward and they talking. I mean, what do you expect? 5 years in prison. You get word in jail that the dude did. I mean, 40,000 is crazy. First of all, 40,000 on Mo3 head. Like, as talented as this young man was, he lost his life over $40,000. $40K. Somebody making a year. Some people making 2 weeks. Some people making a month. Some people making 2 years. But either way, 40,000, a lot of money, but it's not a lot for somebody's life. Especially if somebody as talented as a Mo3, man. Millionaire. It's crazy. A millionaire can lose their life over $40,000. These rappers, man, from what you pay for a watch on your arm, you can lose your life. When you mess with the wrong people. It's really sad. Money can change your income, or money can change the income or what's in your pocket, but it can't change your your intelligence. Money can't change that. So you can be getting money and be very wealthy, but make wrong decisions and not even be able to enjoy it. And that's on both sides of the situation. Moving on. Three young ladies lose their life for a night of drinking. Basically, to sum it up, three young ladies, I'm not going to go into names or nothing. You can look it up. It's everywhere. Lose their life over a night of drinking, night of having a good time. Youngsters, man, they don't realize that life is precious. You gotta enjoy it while you're here, but also you gotta do the things that'll make you stay here. I know they didn't see it. You may not see it that night as you're doing it, but also some decisions you just gotta go forward and not let take place what's going to take place. Like if you want to have a good time, you want to drink. Oh, okay, that's cool. But some things just don't mix. You want to drink and get loaded with your buddies, cool. But don't get behind the wheel of a fast car and speed. Sometimes you can get away in life. You can get away with things in life. And then sometimes you can't. But when you can't, you don't get no do-over. It's sometimes that's it. So it's not even worth it. It's not even worth the risk. Do things in life that's going to keep you here. Be your own insurance policy. Know you're going to be here to see your grandkids. Don't do nothing to risk your life in one night. That's why I never really been a drinker like that. Once you do something that influences your thoughts, and then you wake up the next day like, whoa, how did I get here? That movie, The Hangover, perfect example. If you got to do something to where you wake up, you don't know where you at, you don't know how you got these clothes on that you got, you don't know how you got this ring on. Oh, what? I got married last night? Oh, man, I don't remember nothing I did. Like, that's not cool. Like, The Hangover was a funny movie, but if you live in your life like that in real life, use a joke. Use a joke and you playing with life. Like, you get one chance at this. If you play with the life you get, it may get taken from you. Simple as that. You got to be humble and just enjoy the air you breathe. Enjoy the life you have. Because all it takes is one little decision, one little mix up. And that's it. It's over. Salute to the families, these three young ladies that, for a night of drinking, that's pretty much risked it all. And it was 4 of them. I think one of them's in the hospital still, but 3 lost their lives automatically. 3 of them lost their lives automatically to this. And oh man, some people get chances in life, but then some people don't. But you don't take the risk and see. That's what it's all about. Don't even take the risk and see, because you may make it from it, and then you may not. I see young kids every day losing their life over dumb choices, man. But they don't see it at the time. But in all actuality, yeah. Decision you make be your last one. It's crazy. You don't see it at the time, but I don't know to say to that. Cherish life. Do what you gonna do. What you do to make sure you here next week. Don't do nothing to shorten your life. Like it's a Friday night. Let me get out. Okay, nothing wrong with get out, but watch where you go. Watch your surroundings. Watch the know where you at. That's all I can say to that. This is another week. Eddie's World. Go ahead and end it there. Just a few things to talk about this week. Not too much of a wild week. You had rapper Young Scooter get killed. They had the young lady come forward who called the police. It was like a domestic dispute, relationship, having problems, arguing, what have you. Police get called, run from the police. One thing led to another. Dude get killed running from the police. Dude get killed running from the police. Only thing I got out of that was shouldn't have ran from the police. I don't know. Like that's about what I get out of that. Don't run from the police. Dude wouldn't ran from the police. I don't know. Maybe he'd still be here, right? But hey. This is Eddie's World 22. And we gone. I'll let y'all next week.
I'm the king of this game, no contest to win. From the streets where my roots run deep and green. No one can touch me, I'm the top dog tonight. My moves so smooth, like a classic record spin. I'm the top dog, no second best. In my lane, I'm the one who gets the rest. Punchy drums, vinyl samples, classic beat. I'm on top, no need for a repeat. Through the rain and shine, I stay on point. Authentic, true to myself, no fakes in sight. I've earned every inch, every step I take. This crown's mine, and I ain't letting it slip. When the lights go down, I'm the one they see. On the mic, I spit fire like a classic melody. The crowd goes wild, they cheer and they chant. I'm the top dog, and I won't back down. I'm not just talking, I'm showing the way. With every word I'm taking the lead. From the bottom to the top, I've climbed the stairs. Classic vinyl, punchy drums, and I'm here. I'm the top dog, no second best. In my lane, I'm the one who gets the rest. Punchy drums, vinyl samples, classic beat. I'm on top, no need for a repeat.